Hi, class. I am sorry I am not able to be with you today, but I wanted to explain what our next project is going to be. So today we are going to apply characterization, pantomime, and setting in order to develop context or meaning for random lines of dialogue. So hopefully you're clicking the little watch piece that I have right here so you can know what to do. First thing you're going to do is you're going to click on the Contentless Scene 1 process assignment. Okay, from here, first, make sure it's big enough that you can actually see, right? I don't know why I did this. Okay, so your job is going for this assignment will be to give context to random lines of dialogue. So what you're going to do, you're going to be given a choice between two sets of dialogue, and those are the only words you're going to be able to say. But there is no context, meaning we don't know where these lines are taking place. So you are going to use setting, props, body language, and pantomime and voice to show us where you are, what has happened right before the scene starts, and what is happening now, and who you might be to each other. You're going to do all of this without telling the audience, yikes. So you're going to set it up. So the first thing you need to do is select your lines of dialogue from the two options below. So here are our two options. Okay, so the first one, whatever option you choose, if you're going to choose option 1, this is the section of dialogue you and your partner are going to work with. If you choose option 2, this is going to be the set of dialogue, and those are the only words you're going to say. So take a look at them. So let's take a look through option 1. A, what was that? B, don't look. A, I'm only human. B, maybe that's not enough. A, I don't understand. B, it makes me sick. A, perhaps I could help. B, don't get involved. A, don't you care? B, yes, I do. A, so. B, look, there's another one. A, no, don't look. B, what do you want? A, world peace. Okay, so we have no idea what is happening, where these people are, what is so bad that they don't want to look or that it's making them sick. So where could this conversation be taking place? Where are they? Who are they to each other? What's the scenario? That's if you choose this one, that's what you're going to have to figure out. For option 2, um, so, so it's up to you. Never again. Okay, that's it. That's it. From now on, as you say, reconsider. Not this time, ever. A looks and then walks off. Okay, so taking a look at this, what is never going to happen again? That is the key to this option. So you're going to have to set it up so we can see and understand what the heck they're talking about. Is it a breakup? Is it overeating? Is it going through a scary place? Is it, I'm not sure. The sky is kind of the limit here. Just remember, keep it kind and keep it clean. Okay. Um, so once you have decided which one of these lines of dialogue you're going to use, you and your partner are both going to open up this document. This is your plan, and this is once you guys get this filled out here, you guys are going to submit it to Canvas. And I want to lead you through this just a bit. Okay, so as far as how you're going to set it up, you're going to go through and answer these questions, like where is the scene taking place? What's the relationship between you two? What has happened just before the scene starts? What happens during the scene? You're going to answer these questions in these boxes. Okay, now this is step 2. This is where you're going to get the words and edit as needed. So you're going to have to go back in Canvas for block 2. You're going to go flip over here to Canvas. Let's say I'm going to go through and do option 2. So I would go right over here to these and I'd copy and I would paste my script right there. Now, you can slightly edit these words, but there are some rules. Okay, you can rearrange the lines. Okay, so if I want to flop and flip when B says never again, I could move it up to this line. I could go, so never again. I could do that. I could also, I rearrange lines and combine them. I can change the punctuation. Never again. So I moved this, so I'm going to get rid of that. It's up to you, exclamation point. Okay, question mark. I could change with the punctuation. Because remember, the way we say things does impact its meaning. I can break lines apart. So I could go from now and I could change the line, or if you wanted some of the other longer lines, this one, I don't know if you'd really want to break this much apart, but you can break lines apart. You can change which character says which line. That's okay. But here's the big thing. You can only change 5 actual words that you say. So if you delete a word, that was 1. If you add a word, that's 1. Replace a word, that's 2, because you're changing 2 of the words. You're getting rid of a word and adding a word. Other than those changes, you may not change the script. So again, you can rearrange the lines, meaning you can change which person says it. You can combine lines of dialogue, you can change the punctuation, break the lines apart, but you can only change 5 of the actual words that you say. And if you're going to take the time to add words, I would go through and add words that really add to our understanding. Like, that's it, you cheated. Let's say if this was a breakup scene or something like that. And then that would count as 2 words changed. So you want to go through, you can edit and revise the script so that way it works for you. But again, you have to follow these rules, okay? So that was the step 2. Step 3, you got to work out the action. What are you guys going to do? This is just an example here of what you might write behind it. If you want to, you can work out the action up in the box from step 2, or you can recopy and paste your revised script. Whatever works is fine. Okay, and that is just like, how are you going to show us and give us meaning to each one of those lines? Because remember, you have to give the context without telling us. Here's step 4. You're going to come up with a background. We will be presenting these in the classroom, and I'm going to be using the projecting board that I never use, where I can go through and project an image to show people where this is taking place. You can also be very deliberate and make signs to show like where you are, what props are, or like before, like in one of my scenes that I had a kid do one time, they were eating fast food, and so they made a McDonald's on a piece of on a baggie, so we knew they were at McDonald's. So, or like they took a container and wrote pills across it. So you can go through and be really deliberate. Or if you're going to be a police officer, you can make a little sticky badge and make the props super cheesy, just so that way your audience can see and understand. So what background image could you project? You're going to actually go through and Google for an image, and you're going to paste that image right here, or you can paste it below. This is where I'm going to get the image to project. If you don't have an image here, I'm not going to project it. Okay. And then last but not least, physically write out your script on the paper. Both partners must do this, and I want you to take a screenshot and upload it here to prove that you did it. Okay. So this is the process assignment. This is going to take you a little bit, and you're going to have to think outside of the box and be creative. Okay, so you went through, and boy, this would be so much better if my screen wouldn't be all wonky on me. So you went through, you're going to develop this, you're going to fill out this document, both of you should submit, and then you guys need to handwrite your copy of your scripts and start memorizing. Notice that A presents this Friday and B will present on Monday. Now, as far as the criteria and how you are going to be graded, you notice this, it has to be memorized, and you can't cheat and write it down. It won't work. The other thing you need to is as the context of the situation is clearly and obviously set up by the props used in the actions of the character. There's a high degree of creativity. So you actually did something to show us. And then you're using all those things that we've learned about good acting. So if you have any questions about this assignment, please email me and I'll try to respond as quickly as I can. And I am looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with. Good luck.